Luigi, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you digging? Are you digging? She's digging.
Hi, how are ya? Hi there. Hi, how are ya?
Welcome to the Valenti Videos broadcast. I'm your perfect and humble leader, Chris Valenti. All right. What the fuck is up, Kyle? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Breaking news! South Africans, white ones, have been granted refugee status by the Trump regime. That's not a joke.
That ain't a joke. I wish it was. I wish it was. What are we doing today? We're doing the news. Chilling out, maxing out, acting all cool until a couple of guys, they were up to no good, got into some trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mama got scared. She said, come on now. Come on now. How young are y'all? Come on now. There's got to be someone.
What's that new belly?
Yeah, he said,
Moving with your auntie and your uncle in ballet.
there you go. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so I just wanted to grease you up a little bit. No diddy. Whew. We've got a lot of news to cover today. I mean, like an absolutely extreme amount of news. All of it bad. All of it bad. So, Trump surrendered the trade deal. And the thing is, I made a video about this like 3 days ago. It's called Fat Orange Loser Surrenders to China. How's the audio, by the way? How's the audio? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Audio's good? Fantastic. Fantastic. Why'd you delete your last live? I like listening to it while at work. I didn't like it, so I got rid of it. You guys hear me loud and clear? Fantastic. So I made a video a couple days ago called Fat Orange Loser Surrenders to China. That was all about Trump bending the knee to Xi Jinping. And we've got some more coverage on that from CNBC. I'm going to pull that up. We've got some stuff from NPR. Ethics experts worry about the implications of Trump accepting Qatar's luxury bribe. I'm sure you guys have heard of this. Trump accepted a $400 million flying fortress from Qatar. And I want to make a video about that too, because I low-key, call me a conspiracy theorist, I think Qatar has got its little claws embedded within like different sects of the Trump regime, because there's just like a fucking shitload of Trump loyalists who have weird ass connections to Qatar. Flying Fortress, yeah, it's just a big ass plane. Did you see Hassan got detained? I did see that. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if Hassan got detained because he's a leftist. I didn't watch the whole video, but I'm sure he gets detained a lot. Now, I'm not racist, but America is. I'm quite certain, actually, that this could not possibly be the first time he's been detained at an airport. No shot. You serious? Like arrested? No, he didn't get arrested. He got detained. He got released. But his name is Hassan Piker, and he's from Turkey. And he's giant, and he's brown-skinned, and he's a socialist, and he's got a huge following. This cannot possibly be the first time Hassan Piker has been detained at a fucking airport. No shot. Right? No fucking shot. I mean, if there's any POC in the chat, any people of color, bro, you guys know. You guys get fucking detained in the airport all the fucking time. That's what happens. Anyway, what else do we got? California Governor Gavin Newsom unveils homelessness plan to clear street camps. I wonder what that's going to be. Eden Alexander, Israeli-American hostage released by Hamas into Gaza. And then we've got white South Africans granted refugee status by Trump. They're starting to arrive in the U.S. Ain't that interesting, huh? The man who's anti-immigrant in every single fucking sector suddenly and surprisingly is accepting white South Africans. Let me ask you something. Can you think of any white South Africans? Off the tip of your tongue. First thought. Who's the first white South African that you think of?
Tell me.
Oh, Elon. Bro, he's got his grubby little fingers all the fuck over this. All the fuck over this. Aren't white South Africans like connected to Nazism? No, like connected to apartheid, bro. Fucking South Africa had apartheid for a long ass time. Like Elon Musk and Peter Thiel and a lot of these rich ass white South Africans, they were, what are they called? The Afrikaner, I believe. They're like descendants of the Afrikaner, who are like these white colonizers who moved into Africa and kind of, you know, they like enslaved a whole bunch of people, black people, and they kind of ruled over the area for a while. And they were taught in school that they are superior to the black natives around them. This is like dead ass what they were taught in the, you know, before apartheid ended. Like we're talking like the, you know, 60s, 70s, 80s. It's terrible. It's terrible. Chris, you don't want these people here? No, I got no problem with them being here. I got no problem with them being here. I'm trying to point out the hypocrisy of Donald Trump being so anti-immigrant, right? But he's not necessarily anti-immigrant because he's perfectly okay with white, rich South Africans, right? Only the white ones, mind you. And then on top of that, you don't tell me you find it coincidental that Elon Musk, that like suddenly Trump cares about this and that he's also buddy-buddy with Elon Musk. You're going to find that coincidental? Come on. Come on.
Disgusting.
There apartheid going on? What? No, bro. South African apartheid ended a while ago. A long fucking time ago. Can you turn your mic volume up? I can certainly do that for you. Would you like me to do that for you? I'll fucking do that for you. Hold on. I gotta adjust the gain a little bit. Filter. Edit filter. Gain. We're gonna do -1. Alright, how's that? Is that better? Because if that's not better, I can go even more. I did this on purpose because oftentimes my mic is too loud, so I decided to go with too quiet off the rip so I could turn it back up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I want to find more news on this whole Qatar shit. So let's start with Qatar. I'm pretty sure Pam Bondi worked for Qatar. Pam Bondi, Qatar. And scaring people? I don't know what you mean by and scaring people. You can't just say and scaring people. What? Wait, you said, Chris, you like lying, brother, and scaring people. What the fuck are you talking about? I've been live for 9 minutes and 40 seconds. First of all, why are you so scared? Why are you tweaked out? Second of all, what have I lied about, my boy? So yeah, Pam Bondi, she's got links to Qatar. I gotta find all of the. We're gonna find all of the people within the Trump regime that have links to Qatar. What are you eating? Are you eating something or are you just licking your paws? Okay, she's just licking her paws. Anyway. Hate watcher? Yeah, Christian is a dedicated hate watcher. He's here quite regularly. Oh, what'd he say? What'd he say? You shout fascism and Nazism every day. It scares people. Yeah. That's because reality is scary. In this nation, we're descending into fascism, and there's also embedded Nazis, such as Elon Musk, who's Sig Heil twice on the world stage on live fucking television. Same thing with, like, Stephen Miller, who is a white supremacist. Yeah, there's dead-ass Nazis everywhere. Sorry, that scares you. That should scare you, to be frank. What else do we have that, he says, we gotta arrest this guy. He's talking about me? Also, who are you saying we? Who's we? Bro, you and Trump? Come get me, bro. Fucking file some sort of complaint, dog. What? Arrest me for what? Not liking the Fuhrer? You fucking pussy boy? Aw. Fucking cope. Inject yourself with some copium, you know? Deal with the whole situation on your own. So, of course, Donald Trump has connections to Qatar. Pam Bondi, that's what it was. Pam Bondi, former Attorney General Pam Bondi. That's not true yet. That is not true. For treason. How have I committed treason, my boy? I don't even know if you know what treason is, my boy. Tell me how I've committed treason. Former Attorney General Pam Bondi has drawn scrutiny due to her previous work as a lobbyist for Qatar. That's true. I'm pretty sure she spent 4 years as a lobbyist for Qatar. Let's see, the Trump Organization, Trump's sons, they've all engaged in business with Qatar. Okay. What do we got? That's why? You know why? I don't know what you mean, dog. Dead ass. Like, I fucking hate Donald Trump, but doesn't the First Amendment protect me from saying, like, I can say, like, fuck Donald Trump? Weren't you guys screaming fuck Joe Biden for a dog's age? Come on, what's the problem? What's the problem, dog?
What did I do? What did I do? What did I do?
You gotta tell me what I did, son. You gotta give me a free and fair trial, okay? I am afforded due process, okay? Because as stated in the Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution, all persons within the United States are afforded due process under the law. You gonna agree with me?
You gonna do?
You in agreement? Come on. Come on.
Can we get an American Eagle screech? That's all you're gonna get. That's all you're gonna get. Christian is starved of attention. Yeah, I know. It's okay, though. I like to give him it. It's a love-hate relationship with this one. He gives me content, I give him attention.
Ethics experts worry about the implications of Trump accepting Qatar's luxury plane.
While not yet finalized, the Trump regime's plan to accept a luxury plane from the Qatari government to serve as Air Force One has already drawn fierce criticism from Democratic lawmakers and independent watchdogs who say such a move violates the Constitution. The White House confirmed on Sunday that Qatar had offered to donate a plane to the Department of Defense, but that it will not be presented or accepted during President Trump's visit to the Middle East this week. The president has expressed frustration about the long-delayed delivery of 2 upgraded Air Force One jets from Boeing, dating back to a 2018 contract. On Monday, he told reporters that Qatar had offered a replacement to use in the meantime.
I mean, I could be a stupid person and say, no, we don't want a free, very expensive aeroplane, Trump said. But I thought it was a great gesture.
The Boeing 747 plane, which industry groups say could be worth around $400 million US, would be one of the biggest foreign gifts ever received by the U.S. government. That's controversial because the Constitution's Foreign Emoluments Clause forbids public office holders from accepting a present of, quote, any kind whatever from any king, prince or foreign state. More to read soon. What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, come on, what's the thoughts, chat? Like, listen, Jimmy Carter had to sell his fucking peanut farm, dog, for the whole understanding that foreign governments or nationals could potentially infiltrate, the U.S. government through the peanut farm in terms of, giving them donations, like bribes, shit like that. First of all, the Trump organization shouldn't exist anymore. It should have stopped existing as soon as he was elected the first time. Right? This is a fucking bribe. And it shouldn't surprise you because Pam Bondi has already got links to Qatar. The fucking attorney general. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Oh, Jesus. Christian says, no, we ain't got to give you due process, lame-o. Come on, brother. I don't know what happened to you. I don't know who hurt you. But, like, you've completely lost your fucking mind, homie. You've lost your mind. Like, I'm doing my best to try and convince people that everybody deserves due process regardless of the fact that they're illegal immigrants, right? You fucking move past that. It's not even about me if I was a criminal. It's not even about, like, if I hurt somebody. You want me to get thrown in prison, no due process, deported to El Salvador, because I don't share political opinions with you. You've lost the plot. You've lost your fucking mind. How you doing, Jack? You've lost your fucking mind, my brother. Oh, I gotta move this chair. Where's the other one? Is that it? There we go. A little bit of this. Sorry. I don't know. Hi, everybody. So, all right. Let's keep. I also want to get. There's a couple of videos I wanted to get up.
Hey, remember me? You call me slurs, Lamal, because I disagree.
Oh, no. How you doing, MAGA Parson? Welcome back, brother. I probably did call you mentally disabled. But, who knows? Who knows? I say a lot of things. But welcome back, brother. How are you? All right. I wanted to get a couple of videos about Pam Bondi's links to Qatar. Alright, so this is fucking, pretty sure this is like old news,
This is Democracy Now!
That's loud as a motherfucker. That's loud as a motherfucker. Oh, Christy called his family names also? Oh, no. Whoopsie, whoopsie.
DemocracyNow.org. We're broadcasting from Baku, Azerbaijan. But we end today's show looking at Donald Trump's new pick to head the Department of Justice.
This is old. This is 5 months ago. But I'm pretty sure there's a part in here that talks about Pam Bondi's connections to Qatar.
First Policy Institute. As a lobbyist, her clients have included Amazon, GM, Uber, and the nation of Qatar. The news outlet Lever.
Yeah. They just said it.
Policy Institute. As a lobbyist, her clients have included Amazon, GM, Uber, and the nation of Qatar.
So look at it. What the fuck are we talking about going... Oh, yeah, she's lobbied. Like, listen, like, I think lobbying in and of itself should be illegal, okay? But like, if you're gonna lobby, right? Look at this. She's lobbying for companies. Like, oh, yeah, I lobby for Amazon. I lobby for General Motors. I lobby for Uber. And the nation of Qatar. Or Qatar. What the fuck are we talking about, my brother? Alhamdulillah. What are we talking about? I ain't got no dirt for you to eat. I'm sorry. What the fuck are you talking about? Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, here it is. The Foreign Emoluments Clause. It forbids public office holders from accepting a present, quote, of any kind whatever from any king, prince, or foreign state. And it's the also, by the way, it's not like this hasn't happened before. We've had plenty of corrupt presidents throughout history do this. But this is a $400 million jet. Also, hold on. I've got a question for you, MAGA Parson, because my take on this is going to be different from you. It's just a gift dog. All right, watch this, MAGA. I bet you I could change your opinion here. Excuse me. Hold on. Do you like Hamas? Do you like Hamas? Do you like Hamas, MAGA Parson? Hell nah. You know the nation of Qatar funds Hamas? Did you know this? Do you know this? The nation of Qatar, whatever, they fund Hamas. Did you know this? They don't? Yes, they do. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you out of your fucking mind, my brother? Qatar has been a key financial supporter of the Palestinian militant organization Hamas, transferring more than $1.8 billion to Hamas over the years. In consultation with the U.S. and Israeli governments, $30 million were transferred monthly to Hamas, according to a Qatari official interviewed by Der Spiegel in 2023. Der Spiegel is an incredibly popular German news organization. So, you're wrong. Did you just say Google is deaf not funded? Fuck. Brother, what the fuck? Are you out of your mind right now, dude? Are you out of your mind? Because they're so trustworthy. So, genuine question, and then I'm going to move on. Do you think nothing on Google is trustworthy? Can you turn your mic up some more, please? I will throw you off a mountain. But yeah, I can do that. All right, how's that? That should be a little bit better. Yep. Ah! That's good. I always take everything with a grain of salt. All right, whatever. But here's the thing. Qatar funds Hamas. And if you don't think that plane is going to be fucking bugged, just riddled with listening devices, you're out of your fucking mind, bro. But regardless, it is illegal. So, and then also, I don't think that it's a coincidence that Pam Bondi has links to Qatar. She was a fucking lobbyist for them for, 4 years? Hold on. What is this?
Look, again, I'm not litigating this case to the DOJ. I think DOJ is continuing to litigate the case, but I think we're in a good stance. I think we're in a good place.
What is this? This is about Garcia, I think. This is about Kilmar Abrego Garcia.
I'm not an attorney. I can just speak to my experience as a guy who enforces immigration law, but I think the DOJ has a strong case, and I think we're standing.
Find God, Chris. I found a bunch of them, brother. They all hated me.
And by what we did was the correct thing to do. I don't think they violated court order. I think we did the right thing. And I think it's been litigated by DOJ, and I'll let them fight that out in court or not fight out in court. But
that guy's so fucking gross. He's like a dead-ass thumb. Anyway.
Attorney General Pam Bondi's links to Qatar are under scrutiny again, following reports President Donald Trump be gifted a luxury plane from the Qatar government.
Bondi worked as a foreign lobbyist for the nation of Qatar, earning $115,000 a month in the role which she held in 2020 and in the run-up to the World Cup in 2022.
In this role, she lobbied Congress on behalf of Qatari interests. She also worked in a separate lobbying position for the Washington, D.C.-based firm Ballard Partners, where she also lobbied on behalf of Qatari interests and several conglomerates, including Amazon.
Her links to Qatar were previously raised by Democratic members of the Senate Committee in the Judiciary in January, who accused Bondi of failing to disclose her ties to the nation. They are being brought to public attention again following reports that the Qatari government is working on providing the president with a plane referred to as a floating palace for, quote, temporary use as Air Force One.
The Justice Department has been contacted for comment.
Yeah, okay, so, I mean, listen, this is illegal, but, like, on the list of the illegal shit Trump has done, I don't think that this is, on the top 100, to be totally fucking frank. Chris, trust me, I will defo follow all the orders Trump's government gives me. What if Trump's government told you to, like, lock up your mother? Like, throw your mother in jail? Would you do that? Would you throw your own mother in jail if the Trump regime told you to do that? They wouldn't tell me to do that. That's not the point. You just said you would follow. Let me reread what you just said. Chris, trust me, I will defo follow all the orders Trump's government gives me. LMAO. Okay, so again, I'll ask you again. If Trump's government, hypothetically, if you know what hypothetically means, ordered you to lock your own mother in prison, would you do that? It's a troll account, not even a real convertible MAGA. I'll give him one last shot, and then I'll just... Jack, are you still here? I'll give him one last shot, and then I'll just get Jack to permaban him or some shit. And guaranteed, bet money on it, he'll come back with a different account. Because he's got a crush. Hi, Luigi. I wouldn't put her in jail? Okay, so you didn't mean what you said earlier. You said you would follow all the orders they gave you. So never mind. You didn't mean that. There's a line. You have a line that you wouldn't cross. There's certain things that you would not do. Only if it's against anti-Americans. You think I'm anti-American? Dude, I come from a long line of military members. My father fought in Vietnam. You know, I love this country. I'm incredibly patriotic. I love this country. That's why I want it to do better. You know, I want this nation to improve. And also, like, don't you have... That's why you're a communist, brother? A, I'm not a communist. But B, even if I was, you have the right to be whatever the fuck you want. There's anarchists in this nation. There's people who believe that we shouldn't have government. You know what I mean? Like, same thing with libertarians. That's the thing about the First Amendment. You can believe whatever the fuck you want. What do you think? Do you believe that we should be locking people up for thought crime? Like, communism is anti-American. Regardless of your opinion, do you think you should be able to lock people up for thought crimes? If people wanted to be communist, would you want to lock them up for that? Would you? Nah, but they're anti-American. Yeah, so? You have the right to be. That's the whole thing about freedom of speech, brother. You know? What? Who gives a fuck? And also, being communist does not make you anti-American. It makes you anti-capitalist, right? Communism is a political ideology. The United States of America is a nation. We practice capitalism. That is our fundamental economic system, right? Communism would be an alternative to that. I mean, there's also political communism. That would be an alternative to democracy. I'm not an advocate for that either. That's what I'm telling you right now. I'm not a commie. There are plenty of communists in my chat, and there's genuinely nothing wrong with communism. Anyway, let's keep watching this short video on who is Pam Bondi. We don't want that shit in our children's brain. That's why we have tabs on you and other anti-Americans. All right, brother. Can't wait. Can't wait, brother.
The news outlet Lever reports Bondi's brother, Brad Bondi, has represented Elon Musk and Tesla against federal securities fraud charges. We're joined from Rochester, New York, by the Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist David K. Johnston, co-founder of DC Report, author of 3 books on Donald Trump, including The Big Cheat, How Donald Trump Fleeced America and Enriched Himself and His Family. In that book, he details how Bondi dropped a probe into Trump University in 2013 after Trump's family foundation.
Trump University, bro. I totally fucking forgot that Trump University even fucking existed.
Donated $25,000 to her campaign. David, talk about her nomination and the significance of the Trump University case.
Well, in Pam Bondi, Donald Trump has just the person he really wants. Someone who will be a lapdog when it comes to wrongdoing by those people he likes and wants to insulate and protect, and a vicious attack dog for anybody Donald Trump wants to seek revenge against. And she
You know what we're going to do? We're going to take this back, and we're going to make a video. Okay? We are going to make a video. We're making a video! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! All right? All right, let me see. What are we dealing with in the chat? All right. Jack, you can permaban MAGA Parson. He'll be back on a fucking alt because we're going to start to record. He's probably going to spend all day making alt accounts. But yeah, Jack, you do what you do best. You just keep on hitting him with the ban hammer. I'm a hungry puppy. That's what I am. All right. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. What is up, ladies, gentlemen, and NBs? It's me, Chris Valenti, your perfect and humble leader. Welcome to the latest episode of the Valenti VOD. Happy Monday. It's the start of the week, which means we've got a whole 4 more days of crazy nightmare level shit. Yay! Anyway, so there's a lot to cover today. I'm live right now. This is why you need to be hitting the notification bell. Say hi to the chat. Hi. And right now, what we were just talking about was Qatar. You know, Trump's connections to Qatar, this fucking $400 million flying fortress that the Qatari government, or Qatar, get out of my face, Qatar, potato, whatever. The $400 million flying fortress that Qatar is giving Trump. And we're going to get Trump's response to it. We've got Pam Bondi's got what? Losing frames! Pam Bondi's got crazy connections to Qatar. She was a lobbyist for 4 years. Trump questioned about Qatar plane. Give it to me. Give me the video. All right, so we're going to pull these up. But the first thing that I want to show you is this. You ready? This is from 5 months ago. Okay? This is from 5 fucking months ago.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org. We're broadcasting from Baku, Azerbaijan. But we end today's show looking at Donald Trump's new pick to head the Department of Justice, former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi. Trump made the announcement hours after Matt Gaetz withdrew from consideration.
This is from Matt. Do you remember this? When Matt Gaetz, the fucking allegedly, the fucking bred in the fucking near the White House, when he got like exposed for having insane allegations against him that are most likely true, allegedly, and then Pam Bondi suddenly replaced him. This is back when she was picked. Listen to this. Listen to this shit.
As Attorney General amidst a firestorm over allegations of sex trafficking involving a 17-year-old girl he had sex with. Pam Bondi served as Florida's Attorney General from 2011 to 2019. She served on Trump's defense team during his first impeachment trial, now works at the Trump-aligned America First Policy Institute. As a lobbyist, her clients have included Amazon, GM, Uber, and the nation of Qatar. The news outlet Lever reports Bondi's brother, Brad Bondi, has represented Elon Musk and Tesla against federal securities fraud charges. We're joined from...
Oh, how coincidental. Oh, how coincidental. Oh no. Oh my God. Also, let's not fucking pretend like it is just a coincidence that Pam Bondi, who was a lobbyist for Qatar, is the Attorney General. Okay. Meanwhile, Trump is receiving the most expensive bribe that the United States has ever gotten from a foreign nation. Do you understand? Do you understand how insane that is?
Rochester, New York, by the Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist David K. Johnston, co-founder of DC Report, author of 3 books on Donald Trump, including The Big Cheat, How Donald Trump Fleeced America, Enriched Himself and His Family. In that book, he details how Bondi dropped a probe into Trump University in 2013 after Trump's family foundation donated $25,000 to her campaign. David, talk about her nomination and the significance of the Trump University case.
Well, in Pam Bondi, Donald Trump has just the person he really wants. Someone who will be a lapdog when it comes to wrongdoing by those people he likes and wants to insulate and protect, and a vicious attack dog for anybody Donald Trump wants to seek revenge against. And she demonstrated her loyalty to him 11 years ago when she accepted through an arm of her campaign, affiliate of her campaign for Attorney General of Florida, a $25,000 contribution from Trump University, a nonprofit, a charity. Charities in America are not allowed to give to political campaigns. Her campaign defended that they were going to keep that money. At the same time, there were complaints going from people in Florida that they'd been ripped off by Trump University, Donald Trump's fraudulent education scheme. And
so, listen, it shouldn't surprise you when Donald Trump, who purposefully surrounded himself, got very close with Pam Bondi and embedded her within the fucking White House, right? It shouldn't surprise you that this woman who lobbied for Qatar has direct connections to Qatar and somehow managed to get Trump a $400 million fucking flying fortress. While not finalized, the Trump administration's plan to accept a luxury plane from the Qatari government to serve as Air Force One has already drawn fierce criticism from Democratic lawmakers and independent watchdogs who say such a move violates the Constitution. And it does, right? Here it is. The Boeing 747, which industry groups say could be worth around $400 million, would be one of the biggest foreign gifts ever received by the U.S. government. That's controversial because that's not controversial. That's fucking illegal. Let me rephrase it for them. That's illegal because the Constitution's Foreign Emoluments Clause forbids public office holders from accepting a present of any kind, whatever, from any king, prince, or foreign state. It's fucking simple. It's in the Constitution. Okay? Now, let's watch Trump get questioned. We're going to lose frames when I click this. Watch this. I saw some clips.
President, what do you say to people who view that?
Here we go. Watch this.
President, what do you say to people who view that luxury jet as a personal gift to you? Why not leave it behind?
Hold on. Here we go.
Mr. President, what do you say to people who view that luxury jet as a personal gift to you? Why not leave it behind?
You're ABC fake news, right?
Why not?
Only ABC. Well, a few of you would. Let me tell you, you should be embarrassed asking that question. They're giving us a free jet. I could say, no, don't give us. I want to pay you $1 billion or 400 million or whatever it is. Or I could say, thank you very much. You know, there was an old golfer named Sam Snead. Did you ever hear of him? He won 82 tournaments. He was a great golfer. And he had a motto: when they give you a putt, you say, thank you very much. You pick up your ball and you walk to the next hole. A lot of people are stupid. They say, no, I insist on putting it. And then they putt it and they miss it. And their partner gets angry at them. You know what? Remember that, Sam Snead. When they give you a putt, you pick it up and you walk to the next hole and you say, thank you very much.
Respectfully, sir, as a businessman, some people may...
Dude, so he knows it's illegal. He doesn't give a fuck. He didn't even address... He knows it's a bribe. He's like, yeah, I could just be stupid and I cannot take it. Brother, this thing's probably bugged. Are you out of your fucking mind? Brother, whether your take on Palestine doesn't matter here, guys. Qatar funds Hamas, okay? The American State Department is directly intertwined with Israel. If a nation that funds Hamas is giving you a plane, brother, you're not concerned a little bit? Now, again, your take on fucking Palestine and Israel and Hamas, that doesn't fucking even apply to this. What the fuck are you doing? Not to mention, brother, it's illegal! Again, he doesn't give a shit. And if I'm being so frank, guys, on the list of shit that Trump has done, this is like not even in the top 100. Like, it's terrible, it's illegal, it's fucking unconstitutional, but at the same time, the motherfucker is trying to suspend habeas corpus.
Look at this and say, have you ever been given a gift worth millions of dollars and then not received anything?
It's not a gift to me, it's a gift to the Department of Defense.
It's not a gift to you. Brother, part of this stipulation is that when he's no longer the president, it stops being owned by the Department of Defense and gets given to the Trump library, right? Because once he's no longer the president, he's going to have some sort of library donated. So like he literally made a deal where it's given to him, and when he's no longer the president, it's his forever. Make America great again, baby!
And you should know better, because you've been embarrassed enough, and so has your network. Your network is a disaster. ABC is a disaster. Here is the bill. Bobby, come on over here. Now you're talking about trillions and trillions of dollars. Thank you very much, everybody.
Mr. President, a quick question about Turkey.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. So yeah, Trump said on Monday that the plane isn't a gift to him, but to the Department of Defense. He added that it will be decommissioned after his term for his presidential library, and that he will not use it after leaving office. Bullshit lie. You're a fucking liar. You're a goddamn pathological liar. You're going to keep that goddamn jet because you're a slimeball piece of shit. Orange motherfucker, fuck you. Richard Briffault, a Columbia law professor who specializes in government ethics, says the distinction doesn't matter. If the plane goes to Trump's presidential library after he leaves office, then it's not really a gift to the United States at all. Briffault says accepting the plane would constitute a personal gift and a, quote, pretty textbook case of a violation of the emoluments clause. Like other ethics experts, he worries it could lead to Trump fueling beholden to the Qatari government. Now, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. This is one nation. One! This is one goddamn nation, dog. Think about the fucking deals he's probably got going with, like, I don't know, El Salvador, Israel, fucking Saudi Arabia, right? We're talking about the most corrupt motherfucker to ever sit in the Oval Office. Deadass, verbatim, bar none, okay? It's ridiculous. And now he's goddamn buying a fucking flying fortress that's going to be bugged to oblivion. This guy's so goddamn stupid. Anyway, listen, I'm going to keep on going with the live. I'm going to try to post this one quick so that you get notified that I'm live, and we're going to keep on going. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also buy some merch. Become a patron, become a member, and use the fucking discount code down below. This is independent media. I got no fucking funding. It's just me, a fucking dude, and a fucking... Fuck you. Fuck you. I love you. Click that video right over there, dog. Do it. Do it. Do it.
China. 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 China.
I've been live for 46 minutes. Oh my God. Bro, they're building the fucking spirit of fire. That's what they're doing. They're building the pillar of autumn. That's what they're fucking doing. Trump, breaking news! Donald Trump just got gifted the pillar of autumn from the nation of Qatar. Chris, I'm honestly scared living in America. Yeah, welcome to the fucking club, dog. You think you're the only one fucking scared? I may not look scared because I'm a big handsome boy with the alpha wolf tattooed on my arm, but yeah, no, I'm a little bit scared. Unbelievable. Let's see. I'd love to see you debate my father. There's no point in debating.
Whatever the lowest price paid for a drug in other developed countries, that is the price that Americans will pay.
U.S. President Donald Trump signed an executive order on Monday directing
Oh, you mean do the test to him? Yeah, if you can get on the watch, yeah, I'll do the test.
drug makers to lower the prices of their medicines to align with what other countries pay. The order gives drug makers price targets in the next 30 days. And Trump said the administration will take further action to lower prices if those companies do not make significant progress toward those goals within 6 months of the order being signed.
Some prescription drug and pharmaceutical prices will be reduced almost immediately by 50 to 80 to 90%. Big Pharma will either abide by this principle voluntarily or will use the power of the federal government to ensure that we are paying the same price as other countries.
The executive order said the administration would consider taking regulatory actions or importing drugs from other countries if drug makers don't meet the government's expectations. But some...
Wait. You want to import drugs from other fucking nations, dog? Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Legal experts say the order is likely to face legal challenges, particularly for exceeding limits set by U.S. law, including on imports of drugs from abroad. Investors were also skeptical about the executive order's implementation.
He's making drug prices go down, dude. Oh, of course, dude. I want the prices of drugs to go down. I don't believe him. I don't believe that's what he's doing at all. I don't believe that it's actually going to affect the prices of drugs. I think this is some sort of ploy to, raise fucking stock margins for the Trump regime.
Shares of major drug makers, after initially falling during pre-market trading, rallied on Monday despite Trump's wide-reaching order. The United States.
Like, I think what this is like it's a way to crash the drug market, like on the stock, so that he and the rest of the billionaires can invest in it, and then he's going to pull back this insane order, and they're all just going to profit from it. You're so filled with hate? Nah, bro, I'm a fucking realist.
It pays the highest prices.
Yeah, no, Christian is here and Mario is gone. That is actually quite interesting.
For prescription drugs, often nearly 3 times more than other developed nations. Trump tried to bring the U.S. in line with other countries in his first term, but was blocked by the courts.
That's very interesting. And also, I'm all for lowering the prices of drugs, but if you're going to lower all of them blanket 90%, that's going to make a lot of drugs impossible to be manufactured, you know? Unless you, like, here's the thing. I'm all for a public-owned, like, healthcare system. I'm all for free healthcare. Like, maybe just get rid of private pharma entirely. Get rid of it entirely if that's the plan. If it makes drug prices go down for the worker, then who cares? Yeah, dude, I'd love to see it. I would love to see the prices of drugs actually drop. Well, I guess we'll come back when the prices of drugs actually drop. It's not like you signs an executive order and then the prices go down the same fucking day. Why are you so anti-billionaire? They are innovators? No, I don't think anybody should be a billionaire. That's not possible. That's not the only possible way to become a billionaire is to exploit hundreds of thousands of people. There's no such thing as an ethical billionaire. And I'm not against innovation whatsoever. I just believe that once you reach that extreme level of wealth, your money should be going back into the system that built you up in the first place. You know, the system that nurtured and watered you and allowed you to become that wealthy. The rest of your profit should be going back into the system to give everybody else a shot. They employ so many people, though. So let me ask you something. Do you think that it's cool, it's totally fine that Elon Musk is almost a trillionaire? And that's like cool? So there's like literally kids starving to death. And there's a guy out there who's got almost $1 trillion, and you don't think that's a little bit ridiculous? Yeah, Musk is on track to become the world's first trillionaire. That's the government's job. Copy that, brother. Copy that. I want change. I want change. You want nothing to change. You think everything is totally fine and everything should stay the way that it is. I understand. I understand. Government does a hell of a lot better than one person, brother. Yeah, Elon Musk is so wealthy that he is not just a person, dog. He has more wealth than most nations combined. Do you understand that? He has enough pull. Elon Musk has Starlink operating in Ukraine. You think he's just one fucking person when he's providing like Starlink to all of these people? Right? I mean, like Tesla, like, brother, you need to be so fucking for real with yourself. He has the power of a de facto government. It's the same thing with Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos just sent people to fucking space, bro. The only other people who can send people to space are governments, right? Like NASA, you understand? These people are so tremendously wealthy that they are de facto governments. They have so much money. It's insane. Maybe you're just broke, brother. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, I'm broke. Oh, Jesus. Wait a minute, brother. I thought socialism was when poor. I thought socialism was when broke. Anyway. So, an Israeli-American hostage, Eden Alexander, was released by Hamas today in Gaza. And what I find interesting about this is, do you think that that is going to stop the genocide? No! Hamas released an Israeli-American hostage held captive for 19 months to Israeli forces as part of an effort to reach a new ceasefire deal, the group said. Eden Alexander, 21, had been serving in the Israeli army on the border of Gaza when he was captured by Hamas militants on October 7, 2023. On Monday, Israel paused its military operations in Gaza for a few hours to facilitate the transfer. A senior Hamas official told the BBC the release was intended as a goodwill gesture ahead of U.S. President Donald Trump's visit to the Middle East on Tuesday. Mr. Alexander is thought to be the last U.S. citizen held by Hamas who is still alive. Trump offered congratulations to his family on his release. In a statement, his family thanked the U.S. president, but also urged the Israeli government and negotiators to continue working to free the 58 remaining hostages. Mr. Alexander is the first to be freed by Hamas since Israel restarted its military offensive on March 18th, after a 2-month ceasefire came to an end. On Monday, he was seen with masked Hamas fighters as they handed him over to Red Cross workers in the southern Gaza city of Khan Yunis. He was then transferred to Israeli authorities in Gaza before being reunited with his family in southern Israel. The Israeli military said it provided a, quote, safe corridor for Mr. Alexander's release. A video shared on Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's X account showed Yael Alexander speaking to her son over the phone. "You are strong. You are protected. You are home," she said in the video. Netanyahu called Mr. Alexander's return a very moving moment and thanked Trump for his support. The release had been made possible because of military pressure on Hamas, the quote, the political pressure exerted by President Trump, Netanyahu said. He added that Israel intended to continue with plans to intensify, he added that Israel intended to continue with plans to intensify its military actions in Gaza and that there would be no ceasefire. So what the fuck was the point? What was the point? Like, I think that Hamas is so desperate for a ceasefire, and they know that Netanyahu is a fucking genocidal maniac, that this had nothing to do with, like, him being Israeli and everything to do with him being a U.S. citizen. You know what I mean? As a way to be like, well, our last-ditch effort, when this is going to sound crazy, guys, but I think we need to appeal to Donald fucking Trump. I genuinely think that's their last-ditch effort, you know? But at least he's home. Dude, I hate when fucking Reuters locks a goddamn article behind a fucking paywall. I'm not fucking paying for it, dude. I'm not fucking paying for it. Too bad thousands of starving children don't have homes. Yeah, no, I know. It's absolutely terrible. Israel's committing a fucking brutal genocide on them, and it's only getting worse. Luigi, I need you to move. You might get hurt. Oh, it's only getting worse. I mean, we also saw that Netanyahu said the other day that they're beginning the final solution in Gaza. You know, that he said he was going to conquer every last square inch of the territory. It's war? No, it's a genocide. 200,000 civilians have died, 60% of which are women and children. They've been bombed relentlessly by drones. You know that there's only between 30 and 40,000 members of Hamas, of the 2.3 million people within Gaza, and all 2.3 million people are being relocated south. That is a form of ethnic cleansing. That's genocide, by definition. Facts don't care about your fucking feelings, bitch boy. No, he's not open to having his mind changed. Whatsoever. How many German citizens got killed in World War II? I have no fucking idea. Let me find out. How many German... let me fucking... Hold on. How many German citizens died in World War II? Between 6.6 and 8.8 million. Let's see. Civilian deaths. Oh, no, that's the total amount of deaths. My apologies. Allied strategic bombing. Do we have a finalized number? It's hard to estimate. All right, so approximately 2 million. Somewhere between 500,000 and 2 million. Is that not a genocide then? Brother, do you think a genocide depends on how many people died? Let me ask you the same question. If I said 500 people died, would you, like, brother, genocide doesn't matter about how many people died. What are you talking about? Genocide is a form of ethnic cleansing, my dude. It's not about the number of people. It's about what you're doing to them. It's about the action in and of itself. There's no, like, once you get 100,000 people, it's officially a genocide. That's not how that works. It's bad, but it happens. Brother, the International Criminal Court has charged Benjamin Netanyahu with the crime of committing a genocide. He has a warrant for his arrest. That's why he can't travel to most nations. The World Court, the International... I know what you're going to say. You're going to say the ICC is stupid or something. The ICC is fucking gay. You're going to say something like that. But, like, the entire world agrees he's committing a genocide. Why hasn't he been arrested yet? Because he won't visit countries that will arrest him. He keeps visiting the United States because Donald Trump doesn't give a fuck about the ICC, and the Trump regime announced already that they no longer recognize the ICC. So it doesn't matter. That's why he's only visiting the United States. We don't recognize it. The rest of the fucking world does. There it is. ICC is BS. I told you. There it is. Dude, you're so fucking predictable. It's unbelievable. You guys are so predictable. It's like a hive mind. You guys literally have a hive mind. Maybe something was in the hats. Do you guys think something was in the hats? Like in the lining? Like lead? Ooh, that's a good... Breaking news, the MAGA hats, all of them that have been sold since the year 2014, have all been lined with lead. He says, I've got my MAGA hat on right now. Oh my God. I think it's the hats. Brother, take it off for a second. Take it off for 1 second. Tell me when it's off. Take it off for 1 second. Okay, do you think that everybody on planet Earth deserves food, water, and shelter? Keep it off, keep it off. Do you think everybody on planet Earth deserves food, water, and shelter? Yes? Okay, put the hat back on. Tell me when it's back on. Do you think everybody on planet Earth deserves food, water, and shelter for free? Shut the fuck up, Jack. All right. I need someone to clip that and edit out the part where I said for free. Please. I need fake news. Somebody spread some fucking fake news. How you doing, Controlled Chaos? Yeah, no, keep shut the fuck up, Jack. Now that's fake news. Oh, that's fake news. I think that everyone should have food, water, and shelter. What about illegal immigrants? Well, they're illegal. You just said, I think everyone should have food, water, and shelter. So you don't think everyone should have food, water, and shelter? Every American. Okay, so you don't think everyone should have food, water, and shelter. It's the goddamn hats, I'm telling you guys. It's fucking hats. When I say everyone, I mean American citizens. So let me just ask you this one last time. Do you think everybody on planet Earth deserves food, water, and shelter? That's the question. No? All right, dude, yeah, no, you're an inferior human. And regardless of your inferiority, I still believe you deserve food, water, and shelter. But, yeah, sorry. I'm tired of the xenophobic racists, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad! They're here! And there's fucking millions of them! And the only goddamn way that we're gonna be able to beat these xenophobic racist pieces of shit is by being louder, being tougher, and being more organized. You understand? You understand? You understand? That's some Nazi shit right there, Chris. You don't believe all human beings deserve food, water, and shelter. I genuinely believe that you are inferior to me. Yet, I still believe that you deserve food, water, and shelter. I hope that clarifies. Oh, this is so fucking funny. We're gonna get this up. And we're gonna get this up. Call me inferior, that's racist. Cry about it, bitch. Suck my dick. Bitch. I don't give a fuck. Inferior. I do appreciate you showing up over and over again. I'm half Hispanic, so that's racist. Wait. You're Hispanic? And you're a Trump supporter? It's like a chicken advocating for Kentucky Fried Chicken. Are you fucking stupid? Yeah, snails for salt. Terrorists don't deserve free food and water. Then why do we give it to them? You know that we give it to them, right? Like terrorists in prison, they don't have to pay for their food and water. You pay for it through your tax dollars. You already pay for it.
There we go. Why the fuck is this? Oh my god, I hate the New York Times with a roasting fucking passion. I hate them so goddamn much. I hate the New York Times, bro.
I never thought the leopards would eat my face. Oh no, I never thought the leopards would eat my face. Oh no, I never thought the leopards would eat my face. Come on, chat! I never thought the leopards would eat my face. Oh no, I never thought the leopards would eat my face.
All right, Jack, I'll catch you later. Oh. I have played Oblivion. I have it downloaded. I've been playing it. It's gas. I think Skyrim is much better, though. Of course it is, you know. I'm going to fill out the survey I got real quick. There it is. Quick survey. Sorry, I lost a lot of frames there for a second. My apologies. My apologies. My apologies. Okay? I mean, Jesus Christ. Am I late? Yeah, you guys are a little bit late. You guys are just a little bit late. You guys are just a little bit late. We're going to lose frames again. Uh-oh. All right, we're doing a survey right now, a YouTube survey. First question. Have you ever live streamed?
Yep.
What platforms do you use to live stream?
YouTube.
And Twitch. What is your primary platform for live streaming? YouTube. How often
Do you regularly live stream on your primary platform? Daily. Do you simul-stream on multiple platforms? No.
I'm going to get in such good graces with YouTube right now because they're going to be like, so you primarily stream on YouTube. You don't stream on other platforms. And you stream daily? Yeah. And then I'm doing their fucking little survey.
Are you interested in trying vertical live streams on YouTube?
Yeah, I've been doing it. So, yeah. What? Uh-huh. Oh, there's two options. Guys, get this. There's yes, but only with payment. And then there's yes, with or without payment. And then there's no. Now, I mean, I've done it without getting paid. So I know I would do it without payment. But I don't know. I mean, should I say, like, yeah, but only with payment, you know? Get the bag, Unk. It is YouTube. They're $1 billion organization, probably almost $1 trillion at this point. All right. Get the bag. 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 Submit. Your response has been recorded. Thank you for your feedback. You're welcome, YouTube. You're welcome. Oh, you're so welcome, YouTube. Oh, you better reward me. 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 Did you order the new laptop yet? No, bro. I still can't fucking afford it. It's like fucking $1,200. It's like more than I make a month on this goddamn app. All right. Quick refresh. Hi. Bean. Can you elaborate on July 14th? It's Trump's birthday. And it's not July. I think it's June 14th. It's Trump's birthday, and he's doing a giant military parade. $5 from Ove. It's not the 1,200, but I hope that helps. We need more Valenti content. Thanks, Ove. I really appreciate that. I appreciate anything and everything that you guys send me. But let's make this video real quick, all right? Oh, Maddie just texted me. Hold on, let me respond. I'll check. All right. Let's make this video real quick, huh? Okay. So real quick, what's good? Welcome to the Valenti VOD. I'm your perfect and humble leader, Chris Valenti. So you know how like Trump is so anti-immigrant? You know, he like fucking hates immigrants and he's like, they're all murderous gang rapist bang members. Like they're all the bang bros. You know, he's like a demented psycho. I guess for some reason, he's totally fine with white South Africans coming on in here as part of a refugee plan. Because as we all know, if there's a group of persecuted people on planet Earth, it's the white Afrikaner of South Africa. Am I right, chat? We're going to cover that. We've got BBC here. Whoa there! Cleanse your mind. That you got your head in the gutter. We're talking about the BBC, as in a British cock. And we've also, like, at the same time, we've got, so Trump is welcoming in the whites from South Africa, and at the same time, he's terminating a temporary protected status for actual refugees from Afghanistan. And if there's ever been a fucking nation that we've owed something to, like just like some refugee status, it's the goddamn Afghans, bro. I mean, the cluster king Barack Hussein Obama, may he reign in clusters, fucking unleashed hellfire upon them. I'm pretty sure in Iraq and Afghanistan, I mean, George W. Bush gets a little bit of credit here. I mean, mission accomplished, right, George? Now watch this drive. They killed like fucking 3 million people, dog. Like 3 million people. And Trump is like, fuck them, we're getting rid of their temporary protected. So we got to cover the dichotomy between these two. So the first thing I just want to show you before we even dive into this is, I know that some of you may not even know what the Afrikaner is. So I'm going to give you the AI overview because we are so fucked as a society. Afrikaners are an ethnic group in southern Africa, primarily descendants of Dutch settlers, also known as colonizers, who arrived in the 17th century at the Cape of Good Hope. They did not have good intentions, but they had hopes. They are known for their unique cultural heritage, also known as murder, including the language Afrikaans. Afrikaner played a significant role in South Africa's history, particularly during the period of apartheid. So let's just read a little bit more here. Afrikaners are mainly descendants of Dutch settlers who arrived in South Africa starting in 1652. They also include people of other European origins, including French, German, and Huguenot descent. So, role in South Africa. Until 1994, Afrikaners dominated South Africa's political landscape and the country's commercial agricultural sector. They were also instrumental in the development of apartheid. Hi, Bean. A system of racial segregation and discrimination. Current situation. While Afrikaners have strong cultural identity, the legacy of apartheid continues to shape their relationship with other ethnic groups in South Africa. In 2025, literally like today, dog, a group of Afrikaners arrived in the U.S. as refugees, granted expedited review under a redrawn refugee resettlement program. So I want you to think about this just for 1 second. I know Trump is super anti-immigrant, right? Can you think of one person that is, I don't know, white, South African, Afrikaner, almost a trillionaire, and might I mind you, is the Führer of the United States of America? He has usurped the power of the presidency. Can you think of someone? Because I can. Elon. It's fucking Elon Musk. All of this has Elon Musk's grubby little Afrikaner fingers all over it. That elongated muskrat motherfucker. That fucking crypto oligarch, nearly a trillionaire, laminated-faced piece of shit. He's got his grubby little fingers written all over it. Beans just lied down right in front of the camera. So if he knocks everything over, I'm actually going to tweak in 7 different fucking languages. Beans, I'm going to need you to move. So what we're going to do is we're going to read a little bit of the BBC's coverage on this. Luigi. Dohairas. Likiri. Likirni. She hates the sound of human babies. And believe it or not, there's a human baby in the hallway. Everything's going to shit. There's someone in the hallway. Luigi's going crazy. Beans is blocking the camera, but we're going to fucking read regardless. Dozens of white South Africans land in the United States under Trump's refugee plan. Luigi, do I rush? Come. Stop. Sorry. Luigi! Cut the shit. A U.S.-funded flight carrying 59 white South Africans who are to be granted refugee status has landed at a Washington, D.C. area airport. Luigi, I swear to Christ al mundo, come here right now. Luigi. Motherfucker, dude. President Donald Duck has said the refugee applications for the country's Afrikaner minority had been expedited as they were victims of racial discrimination. Oh, do you mean the 7% of the population who owned 93% of the agriculture were finally getting their fucking justice delivered to them? They were finally realizing, oh my god, you can't just enslave an entire population and then practice apartheid for like fucking 40 years? Oh! Yeah, let's just give them expedited fucking refugee applications. The South African government has denied this, saying any allegations of persecution would not meet the threshold required under refugee law. Immigrant rights activists have criticized the fast-track refugee initiative, describing it as unfair for the, quote, most vulnerable. The Trump regime has halted almost all refugee admissions, including those coming from countries at war. The group of white South African refugees who landed near Washington, D.C. on Monday received a warm welcome from U.S. authorities at Dulles Airport. Some held young children and waved small American flags in the arrival area adorned with red, white, and blue balloons in the walls. Oh, yeah! Yay! Because, yeah, when fucking immigrants from all over the world, when immigrants show up in the United States, they're welcomed with red, white, and blue balloons. And we say, come on in, welcome. No, we don't. We send the Trump regime's Gestapo, headed by Joseph Goebbels, reincarnated as Stephen Miller, to fucking detain the parents, separate them from their children, deport the fucking kids with no attorney and no parents, and send the goddamn parent to an El Salvadorian slave labor camp where they'll never see fucking sunlight until the end of time. Fuck you. Gargle my nuts. Fuck you. Fucking piece of shit. Anyway, at the same time, here's the dichotomy. Department of Homeland Security terminates temporary protected status program for Afghans. The move follows the Trump regime's decision last month to not renew such protections for Afghans residing in the United States. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem announced on Monday that the U.S. will terminate the Temporary Protected Status Program for Afghanistan, a move that could lead to the deportation of over 9,000 Afghans residing in the country. Noem said in a statement that the conditions in Afghanistan have improved sufficiently to warrant the program's termination. Afghans' temporary protected status will expire on May 20th, and the elimination of the program will take effect. Oh my god, dude. So all of these fucking Afghan people, all of these Afghans who are here legally, 9,000 of them, are all gonna get rounded up by ICE and fucking sent back to Taliban-controlled Afghanistan. They're all fucked. That's a death sentence. That's a fucking death sentence, guys. Holy shit, dude. That is so cruel. Oh my god, let me keep reading. The TPS program provides temporary legal status and work authorization to nationals from countries experiencing armed conflict, natural disasters, or other extraordinary conditions. Former President Joe Biden designated Afghanistan for TPS following the Taliban's takeover and the U.S. withdrawal from the country in 2021, which led to the evacuation of tens of thousands of Afghans to the United States, many under temporary parole status. Holy ever-loving However, the Trump administration has considered exempting Christians from its campaign to deport Afghan refugees, which Christian leaders and nonprofit organizations say face persecution if sent back to the Taliban-controlled country. Holy fuck! Holy fuck! Holy fuck! That is blatant Christian theocratic fascism. That is... If you don't think the Muslims being sent back there are going to face persecution for fleeing Taliban-controlled Afghanistan, they're going to be accused of being fucking spies and receiving U.S. If you don't think everybody being sent back there was going to receive persecution, you are so fucking stupid. This is a sign, this is a dog whistle to every Christian out there. Holy ever-loving fuck. Holy shit. I'm reading this again. However, the Trump regime has considered exempting Christians from its campaign to deport Afghan refugees, which Christian leaders... Okay, so does this mean that if you're a Muslim Afghan refugee and right now you just say, I convert to Christianity, does that mean you can stay? Because religion is like a fucking... It's a joke. It's not real. What do you have to do? Do you have to officially be baptized in order to be a Christian? What if all of these people just go and get baptisms? Now can they all stay? Is that how ridiculous this nation is descending into fucking fascism? Oh my God, Dio dammi essere identitari, così non posso cambiare il coraggio di cambiare il posto di coso, senza capire la differenza. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Oh my God, I'm gonna crash the fuck out. I need a sip of water. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm going to keep doing some more research on this. If you're watching this live, stay. If you're watching this pre-recorded, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, donate money to the fucking channel. I need a new computer so fucking badly, and I'm broke. And this is real independent media. I have no funding. I have no funding from foreign governments or billionaires or advertisers or anything like that. So if you want to support the channel, there's a couple of ways that you could do it. You could become a patron on Patreon for $5. You could become a member on YouTube for $5. You could buy some of that dope-ass Valenti Videos merch down below. We got hats now. And you could use that 40% off discount code for the Vantage subscription on Ground News. Anyway, click that video right over there. I promise you it's absolutely fucking gas. Have a good one. Have a good one. Oh my God, bro. That's the craziest shit I've read this fucking week. He's saving Christians. Why is that bad? Bro, it's the fact that he's exempting only Christians. He's sending back the Muslims and the Jews. Why can't everyone fucking stay? Why is it okay for the Christians to stay, but not the Muslims and the Jews? Answer me that, Christian24. Answer me that. Why is it okay for the Christians to stay, but not the Muslims or the Jews? Why is that okay? Do you know what happens to Christians in Afghanistan? Yes. And I'm not saying send them back. I'm saying keep everyone here. Why is it okay to keep the Christians but send back the Muslims and the Jews? Why is that okay? Answer the fucking question, you actual coward. Well, we should keep everyone? Holy fuck, we agree. So why the fuck are they sending the Muslims in? Do you think this is... So you agree with me that this is fucking... This is not only stupid, it's cruel. This is cruel. Oh, wow. Christian actually agrees. Holy fuck. Congratulations, Christian. Nice. Nice. You guys seen the shit John Fetterman posted on Twitter? It's fucking crazy. I'm going to pull it up for you. Where is it? All right, so Fetterman posted on Twitter. He deleted this, but he posted, "Let's get back to killing. Kill them all. Kill them all." What? This is in reference to Israel. No way? Yeah, dude. Kill them all tweet. Show us. I'm trying to grab it for you. Because he deleted it. We got to grab a picture of it. This guy does not sound well. He's not, bro. He had a fucking stroke. Where is the tweet? Where is the tweet? Excuse me. Yeah, so he's been John Fetterman has been kind of losing his mind. Senator John Fetterman raises alarms with outburst at meeting with union officials, Associated Press sources say. Democratic Senator John Fetterman of Pennsylvania was meeting last week with representatives from a teachers' union in his home state when things quickly devolved. Before long, Fetterman began repeating himself, shouting and questioning why everybody is mad at me, why does everyone hate me, what did I ever do, and slamming his hands on a desk, according to one person who was briefed on what occurred. As the meeting deteriorated, a staff member moved to end it and was ushered the visitors into the hallway where she broke down crying. The staffer was comforted by the teachers, who were themselves rattled by Fetterman's behavior, according to a second person who was briefed separately on the meeting. Jesus Christ. I mean... That's the Dems for you. Bro, this guy has been in a mental decline ever since he had a stroke. This has nothing to do with Democrat or Republican. This guy's mentally unfit for office. How are you... What the fuck, dude? Does everything have to be the Democrats, the Democrats, the Democrats, the Democrats? You fucking idiot. People are concerned about this guy's fucking health, dude. His wife said, that's not my husband. That's not the husband that I married. Where's the husband that I married? Like, what the fuck does this have to do with his politics? He's clearly losing his mental faculties. Crazy shit. If he was MAGA, he would be better now. What? What? Oh my God. U.S. and Chinese trade negotiators agreed over the weekend to lower mutually imposed triple-digit tariffs and a significant de-escalation of an ongoing trade war between Washington, D.C. and Beijing. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said Sunday after talks in Switzerland that substantial progress had been made between the two countries. China and the U.S. agreed to suspend their reciprocal tariffs for 90 days to continue negotiations. The U.S. dropped its baseline tariff rate on Chinese goods from 145% to 30%, which includes a 20% import tax Trump imposed during his first term and another 10% import tax levied on February. Okay, China agreed to lower its tariff to 10% from 125%. Hi, Bean. Analysts say the U.S. baseline 30% tariff will likely stack on top of the pre-existing Section 301 tariffs for an effective rate of up to 55% for some specific goods. Another policy reversal. Hey, Chris, I've been getting a lot more ads. I hope YouTube kicks you some money. I fucking hope so, too, brother. Let me see. Good boy. Let's see. Neither China nor the United States made any concessions to get the other side's tariffs dropped. Oh. So it's just a pause? What the fuck? Huh. Yeah, look, dude. Ever since Trump has said he's getting rid of his fucking tariffs, the stock market's been headed back up. Yeah, dude. It's happening across the fucking board. All right, so this is proof that Trump's tariffs don't work. This is proof that Trump's tariff plan was fucking horrendous. All right. I'll make a video on this too. Make a video on this too real quick. Who's here right now? Is it Mario or Christian? Which one is here? Is Mario here or is Christian here? Is it Mario G. David or is it Christian 24? Which one is in the chat? Both? Christian? He's probably trying to choose which one to respond with. $20 says he goes with Mario. Whatever. All right, let's cover this. Make a video. So the fat orange loser has finally bent the knee to China.
我们是请助理是常常顾着来要照顾老主友。
I'm so sorry about that. That's a vocal stim of mine anytime we bring up China and our glorious leader, Xi Jinping. So the U.S. and China have come to not an agreement, but a pause on the tariffs, and 0 concessions have been made. I'm not fucking kidding. We got the Hills coverage on this. And the markets are reacting great, you know, because Donald Trump's tariffs are fucking stupid. Tariffs in and of itself are not, but Donald Trump's tariffs, blanket tariffs on every single fucking good in the that we import, it's fucking insane. Are we losing insane frame rates right now? Is that what's going on right now, dog? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Are we losing frame rates? We're losing frame rates. I'm ending the recording. I'm turning it off. The recording has stopped. The recording has stopped. The recording has stopped, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. But that's okay because we're going to start again, okay? How bad were the frames during that? They looked pretty bad. How bad were they? You fuckers. You're my live audience. You're supposed to protect me. What the fuck? You fucking assholes. All right. I'm just kidding. I love you. We're going to start that again. What's up? It looks like the fat orange loser in the Oval Office has finally bent the knee to our glorious leader, Xi Jinping. All glory to China.
我们是请助理是常常顾着来要照顾老主友。
Anyway, hi, I'm your perfect and humble leader, Chris Valenti. Welcome to the Valenti VOD. And, yeah, no, it looks like the U.S.-China tariff war has come to a pause, a temporary pause. No concessions have been made. You hear that? You hear that?
The art of the deal, the fart of the steel.
Fuck you, idiot. I hate you. No, Donald Trump has paused the tariffs on China, like the 145% fucking tariff, because we're losing the trade war. And we're going to cover it. We got 5 takeaways from the U.S.-China trade truce. here from the Hill. Before we dive into this, let me remind you to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We make these videos live, so if you hit that notification bell, you will know when I go live, and you can say hi to the chat. Hi, chat. Also, this is real independent media, which means I have no fucking funding and I'm broke as shit. I also got permabanned on TikTok with my 3 million followers, which was my main source of income. So, if you do want to help out the channel financially, there's a couple of ways that you could do it because I've never had a conversation with an advertiser or a billionaire or a foreign government or ours. If you do want to support the channel, you can become a patron on Patreon for $5. You'll get access to Patreon-only content. It's pretty damn good. You can become a member here on YouTube for $5, which will give you access to all the Beans and Luigi stickers, and you will be able to see the videos early. You can also buy some of the dope-ass Valenti Videos merch located down below, and you can use that 40% off discount for the Vantage subscription on Ground News. Anyway, without further ado, let's dive into this article, ladies and gentlemen. 5 takeaways from the U.S.-China trade truce. U.S. and Chinese trade negotiators agreed over the weekend to lower mutually imposed triple-digit tariffs in a significant de-escalation of the ongoing trade war between Washington, D.C. and Beijing. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said Sunday, after talks in Switzerland, that, quote, substantial progress, end quote, had been made between the two countries. China and the United States agreed to suspend their reciprocal tariffs for 90 days to continue negotiations. The United States dropped its baseline tariff rate on Chinese goods from 145% to 30%, which includes a 20% import tax Trump imposed during his first term, and another 10% import tax levied in February as a response to fentanyl imports. China agreed to lower its tariff to 10% from 125%. Analysts say the United States baseline 30% tariff likely stacks on top, yada, yada, yada. What's important about this is this here: a de-escalation without specific concessions. The deal struck by Bessent, United States Trade Representative Jamieson Greer, and Chinese Vice Premier He Lifeng is limited to the reciprocal tariffs that China and the United States imposed on each other and comes without any industry-specific policy changes. You hear that, MAGA chud that's hate watching this because you want to fucking find Valenti Videos in a gotcha? Brother, there's no policy changes. This is like the fucking TikTok ban, how we're still sitting in limbo. This is limbo, motherfucker, because Donald Trump likes to kick it down the road because he doesn't know how to actually solve problems. The guy bankrupted a Nino.
Hi, I'm Nino!
If you get that reference, God, you and I are the equal level of fucking autistic. Neither China nor the United States made any concessions to get the other side's tariffs dropped. Those particulars would constitute the meat of any forthcoming trade deal after the initial posturing. So essentially, yes, we're getting the potatoes, no meat. Trade experts on Monday emphasized a relatively modest scale of what has been agreed to so far. Quote, the new tariffs on China are 30% on about 1.2 percentage points of U.S. trade. And, oh my God, 30% on 1.2%. So, like, it's less than 1%. And 20% on 0. This is a fucking joke. This is a joke. The deal follows another preliminary trade agreement announced last week between the United States and the United Kingdom that many saw as especially beneficial to UK automakers. Yeah, because Trump made a fucking deal with the UK where he lowered the tariffs for fucking Rolls-Royce cars. Brother, do you think you're fucking driving a Rolls-Royce? Do you think I'm driving a Rolls-Royce? Hey, MAGA. Hey, union guy. You think you're fucking buying a Rolls-Royce? If you are, you're a dipshit. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Meanwhile, he raised the tariffs on Mattel Toy Company because he thought they were a country. Yeah, so fuck your kid and their Barbie doll. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are... this is a goddamn government for the billionaires and by the billionaires. You know what I'm saying? I guess the one good thing that he did here is that he's keeping the fentanyl tariffs in place. With the massive reciprocal tariff scaled back to 10%, attention is focused on the tariff related to the synthetic opioid supply chain, announced on March 3rd. The Trump regime levied that tariff because it said that China, quote, has not taken adequate steps to alleviate the illicit drug crisis. Yeah, no, I'm actually on board with him there. Oh, Jesus, this deal could get Chinese goods flowing into the U.S. ports again, and that is what this is all about. We are headed into the last half of May here, and you're going to start to see the empty shelves and the increased price in goods because of the tariff price. All of the, like, we're going to have this weird period where for a month, the price of Chinese goods is going to be 145% higher for the consumer because the tariffs were already paid by the American importers. Even though he's undoing it now, the tariffs were already paid by the importers, so the importers increased the prices to their suppliers, and the suppliers increased the prices to the consumer. It's basic fucking math. You can't undo what you did. Maybe 4 months from now the tariffs are down. Like, it's a fucking joke. It's constantly a nightmare. And because of this, we're seeing this, right? I want you to look at this. This is the market today. This is the S&P 500. See how it went up 3% today? Like, and also just to give you an understanding, right here, this giant spike. This is Liberation Day, April 2nd. He announces the tariffs. The market fucking crashes down, and then slowly keeps on counting. I'm gonna lift the tariffs. Never mind, I'm not gonna lift the tariffs. I'm gonna lift the tariffs. Never mind, I'm not. And like he keeps going back and forth. But slowly, ever since he realized that his tariff plan is dog shit, the market is on its way back up. But here's the fucking thing. This is a 90-day pause. There's no guarantees here. If there's one thing that Trump is, it's chaotic. And if there's one thing that he isn't, it's reliable. And the market requires predictability. That's the whole point of investment, is looking ahead. And if you keep on saying we're going to pause the tariffs, we're going to unpause the tariffs, we're going to raise the tariffs, we're going to lower the tariffs, then no one's going to trust you. Yes, of course. If he says this, it's gonna make it easier for the billionaires to invest in the stocks, but not the average Joe, not the average working class man, not the fucking business owners, not the small business owners. It's just like a group of like 10 people who are gonna benefit from this shit. Oh God, this is so fucking stupid. Anyway, listen, that's all I got for you. Very short, but let me remind you to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Costs you nothing, helps me immensely. If you're watching this live, you stay. If you're watching this pre-recorded, click that video right over there. I promise you it's a fucking banger. Jesus. Oh. What a nightmare. It's the art of the deal, brother. Yeah, more like the fart of the steel. Anyway, I'm going to end the live in the next like 2 or 3 minutes so I can get these thumbnails made, get these videos posted, get myself some dinner. I got a lot of shit to do. I got to relax too. So I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to close out, say goodbye, ask me a couple of questions if you got any. So, Chris, where's the martial law? Oh, thank God he didn't enact martial law. However, he did receive a report telling him whether, on that day, on April 20th, he received a report telling him whether or not he should invoke the Insurrection Act of 1807. And for some reason, the Trump regime won't tell us what that report said. So I think it's safe to assume that he was told to invoke the Insurrection Act of 1807, which would then explain the further executive orders that he passed, which got the military prepared to start taking a 132-mile stretch of land down by Arizona and New Mexico, and then preparing all of the National Guard units to be engulfed by the federal government over the next 90 days, which are federal executive orders he posted on whitehouse.gov, which you are allowed to go check on yourself if you can read. What's the situation on habeas corpus? Yeah, they're trying to suspend it. It's incredibly illegal. There's going to be challenged in every single court. Yeah, not to mention the $1 trillion increase to the military's budget. Where being invaded, Chris? Desperate times call for desperate measures, Chris. Oh, okay. So you do want him to declare martial law. You're not even saying like, oh, he didn't do it. You're like, I wish he did. You want him to declare martial law. Is that what you're saying, Koofs? Is that what you're saying? if we are being invaded. So you believe that the Insurrection Act of 1807, which was written because of actual military invasion coming from the Canadians and the British, which we then faced in 1812, you believe that when they were talking about invasion and military conquest, you believe that the migrants flocking in over the southern border constitutes a military invasion worthy enough to declare martial law? Thank you for gifting a membership, the King PC. W. King. You believe that it is worthy enough to declare martial law? You genuinely believe that? $15,000 $15K people, I'm assuming. $15K a day. Dude, Trump got us in his arms and will save our children. Trump's got us in his arms. He's going to save our children. Okay. So, again, just because I am going to end this soon, just if you could answer. So you feel so unsafe that you are willing to sacrifice your rights, your civil rights, because that's what happens during martial law? You want martial law. That's what you're saying? You want martial law. Come on, dude. I want to go eat. Answer me. I want to finish this. Come on. Come on. Yes, take them. Trust in Trump. Guys, when he says yes, take them, he's talking about his rights. He's talking about his rights. Anything for you, Mr. President. Holy fucking shit, dog. That's crazy, dog. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, wait, hold on. Before I go, what about your Second Amendment right? What if Trump says we're taking away your Second Amendment right? Is that okay too? Because it'll make you safer. Is that okay? Keep my guns though. What a fucking inbred idiot. Holy fucking shit. Dude, I can't believe that's not a troll. That's like a real person. That's a real fucking person. Holy fuck. Keep my guns though. MAGA 2028. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. No, he's not a troll, bro. That's not a troll, bro. Control Chaos, that ain't no troll, dog. That's how these fucking things work. That's how they operate. That's how they think. They're gross. It's crazy. Yeah, brother, you could take my rights. Trust in Trump. I want to take away your guns. No, brother, you can't take away my guns. Like, what the fuck? Oh, Jesus. Something you aren't, Chris? You're not American anymore? No, I am American, bro. I was born in the United States of America. Very proud to be an American. I love this nation. I wanted to do better. Yeah. Are you saying that you should be able to, like, revoke citizen status for thought crime? Is that what you're saying? You seem illegal. What? What? Elaborate, bro. What? What? fuck? Maybe that's why you're making all these videos trying to have cover. Yeah, dude. Report me to ICE, dog. Fucking report me to ICE, dog. Oh, it's my tattoos. I bet it's my fucking tattoos, bro. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I will be. Oh my god, dude. This guy's gotten to the point where he thinks he's American, right? He accused me of being anti-American, and he's admitting right now that he's going to report me to ICE, despite the fact that I was born in New York, right? And my father was a Vietnam veteran, and I'm wearing his dog tags. And my grandfather fucking stormed the beaches of Normandy. And my uncle served in Korea. And my cousin fought in Iraq. No. Because I don't support the Führer, he's going to report me, an American citizen, to ICE. And he goes, "You're the anti-American." Brother, you have forsaken all bonds of brotherhood. You have forsaken all American values, all democratic values. You have bent over on your knees, gaped your asshole wide open, and let Donald Trump and the GOP fuck you silly. Nobody can help you, sweet, sweet summer child. You're gone. Your brain is gone. However, because I am intellectually superior, I still want you to have free health care. Still want you to have free college. Still want you to have water, food, and shelter. But you want any and all who oppose the Führer to be sent to a slave labor camp in El Salvador, where they will no longer see the sun until their last day. You're a fascist.
Una mattina mi son svegliato. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi son svegliato e ho trovato l'invasor. Oh partigiano, portami via. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Partigiano, portami via. E ho trovato l'invasor.
Anyway, everybody, you have a great night. Thank you for tuning into the Valenti Videos broadcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I love you all very much.